If I recall correctly, this game is super quiet, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Let me know if it gets to be too loud that you can't hear me. Hopefully it's not like brutally loud right now for you guys. Alright, we last left off, we had just gotten a new party member. It's Anna, I think. So we've got Ninten, Jeff, and Anna. Everybody has their best gear, it looks like, too. I think EarthBound was successful because it was on the Super Nintendo. It was already trying to be retro, nostalgic, I think, towards this game. It's a good game. Mother 1, man. Just the only issue is that it's fairly grindy, has a really high encounter rate, and also a random encounter rate, right? In games since then, you know, we've tried to check to see when the last time you got into a fight was and set some kind of minimum number of steps you have to take before you get into another fight. This one, it could be like one single step and you get into another battle immediately, or it could be like 100 steps, so it's a big range. Can be stressful if you're not used to that. There's also Mom's Eyes out here, I think. There's a lot of the music in this game is carried over into Mother 2 and EarthBound, along with some of the enemies. Oh, right. Yeah, so notice that there was only one enemy, or there were two enemies there, and like with Final Fantasy 1, everybody ended up targeting the same enemy, and when it died, they didn't have anyone to hit anymore. Oh shit, it's been a while since we played this, see if I can remember which way to go. I think it's right, left, right, right. Oh, I was wrong. Is it right, left, left? Right, left, left, right. It's right, left, left, right. Help me remember that next time we have to come back here. Magicant, the town that we're in right now, is kind of like the de facto place you start from every time you play. I don't think we're ready to fight that dragon just yet. We gotta get Anna a little bit higher leveled. Four eyes. I think in general we want to do auto in these fights because the AI is pretty smart. It doesn't like waste your psychic points or anything. Eventually you have to fight that dragon. Shimigami Tensei Nocturne had the whole, like, if you target something that's already dead, everybody else tries to hit it and misses. Yeah, he's got Digital Devil Saga on the list right now. I don't know if you're still hanging out, little DPs. Call you out. I think I do have some rope. Oh, do I need rope to fight the dragon? The last time I played this, we tried to fight the dragon, and the rope didn't really help. I was let Anna get a little bit higher level. Yeah, I wonder if I can like make some kind of rule on reducing the grindiness of games. Unfortunately, most like Game Genie codes are like you get to level 99 in one battle. There's never like a code that increases your XP gain by 1.5x or whatever would be reasonable to make the curve a little bit less sharp. Rope help against the Dargon. Hey, good looking out. Anna and Jeff attacking the right enemy there. A lot of ways that this game predates modern RPG convention. I guess EarthBound does too. Each of the new party members you get starts at level 1. Even if, like, Ninten I think was level 25 when we got Anna in our party. So it means that she's really squishy at the start. But she also just gets a shitload of levels whenever you win one of these fights out here. I think the last thing we did is we got her in the party and we geared her up with a bunch of good stuff, so we want to start exploring some of the other towns now. Yeah, I could do that. These are both pretty dangerous enemies. This one, our main dude doesn't actually have any major attacks with PSI. He's a healer. Ninten's a healer. She does though, I think, right? PK freeze. Let's do that. No, I'm gonna waste some PP. That's okay. Toy. Is he involved with HAL Laboratories at all, or am I thinking of Iwata? Yeah. Well, I guess if you're going to be grinding, then the stream becomes gaming talk show. It stops being, hey, let's talk about what's on the screen right now, and it's like, let's talk about the new Star Wars trailer. Probably not any grindier than this, right? Or like Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. That one we had at least, I would say probably about 12 hours of total sessions that were just grinding, just like fighting the same enemy over and over to get XP. Add an extra 2 hours if you count the final boss fight that we couldn't beat because we were just shy. Having the stats for it. Right, we used a bottle rocket to get through that. This game's version of Jeff. Forget his actual name. It's not Jeff. I think I named him Jeff out of confusion. Tony? No, Tony's in EarthBound. So. Yeah, let's go to... We got her in Snowman, so let's check out Reindeer first. Sure. Chickpeas, neither chicks nor peas. Discuss. Exactly. Less than Xenoblade. Yeah, that's fine. Anything over like the grindiest RPGs. I'll do Dragon Quest VIII, that's pretty grindy too. Ah, okay, sure. I think my preference is more for the Chrono Trigger style, where the encounters are on the map and you bump into the enemy to fight them. Yeah. Lost Odyssey's like that too. Really high random encounter rate, really big dungeons. I got really far in Lost Odyssey and I quit because I was in this big dungeon that was like 2 hours to get through, and I spent like an hour and a half, and then some random encounter just was really unlucky. I died and lost all my progress, and I was like, I don't want to play this game for a while. Yeah, I'm a big fan of visible enemies. I mean, I feel like games that still have random encounters are doing it out of like nostalgia. It works in Bravely Default, because Bravely Default has decided to evolve the formula. They didn't just say, let's just make this a standard JRPG because we can. They said, well, let's let the player dynamically adjust the encounter rate to be as high or as low as they want it to be, and set it to 0 if they really don't want to fight anything. I think that's the way to do it. Yeah, exactly. Speeds things up, right, Sean? That's true, it depends on how it works. I played Abe's Odyssey back when it came out, way back in the day. Pretty dark game. Yeah, I guess your goal then, Cosmic, should be to not have respawning enemies, or they shouldn't respawn on the same screen. That way, the developer can anticipate how many fights you're going to get into. I guess that's part of the reason why Chrono Trigger is so brilliant, right? Is that the developer can know exactly how much XP you're going to have if you just move through the map and fight everything that you bump into, where they can't really guess that. They can estimate how many random battles you get into, but there's some significant wiggle room in there. They can have a smoother difficulty curve that doesn't demand grinding as much. Alright, Anna. That's pretty frustrating, Cosmic. Yeah. I wouldn't like that. Got a hamburger, got a new PSI power. Both things that I like. So I'm just walking around at this point. The most recent thing that I did was productive was get Anna in my party. There's still another party member that I can get. D-Rock, do you know, is there something, or someone else who's familiar with EarthBound Beginnings, is there something I can do in Spokane or Reindeer? Yes, just running around at the moment is not unproductive because I need to catch Anna up in levels so we have a chance of beating the dragon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the hassle of a random counter starting and like moving through it is a big part of the problem, I think. Wouldn't be caught dead in Spokane. There's ghosts there. Heck yeah. Nintendo did not want to remember this strange melody. We were trying to collect the melodies. Nice. See the man with the slick mustache? No. He's a swindler. Please let me know if you see him. Okay. Do this thing. That's a pretty cool solution, Cosmic. EarthBound put them on the screen, and if you were much more powerful than the enemy and you bumped into them, you just automatically beat them. And it gave you their experience and whatever they would have dropped. I think that's one of my favorite solutions to the problem. It usually worked out mathematically that by the time you could automatically beat an enemy, it didn't give you enough experience to be worthwhile to just run around and farm things that died instantly when you touched them. Oh, that's interesting, Specky. Okay. Give her that hamburger. Fleabag. Don't know if that's a good thing. That might actually be horrible. See if the item description says anything. Look. Bag of fleas and other nasty critters. Throw at an enemy and watch the effect. Okay. Yeah, Overboard's pretty cool. Chaos. I will likely host them again in the future. We'll see if anyone's playing EarthBound or EarthBound Beginnings or Mother 3 tonight when we pick a host. Try to check that a little bit before I sign off, which has been slow lately. Yes, he does. He has a robust beard. Yeah, I watched a little bit of Undertale on Overboard Gaming. Random fights on the map of visible enemies in the dungeon. Yeah. I don't need either of those. What can you sell? None of that stuff. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Call me fat. Nope, I only tuned in for about 10 minutes to see the battle system and ask what the deal was. Plasma beam an actual weapon that he can use? I think the boomerang is like best item for them for quite a while. You can't compare it easily in this one. This music, this song, Humoresque of a Little Dog, is covered, so to speak, in EarthBound. See you, Burner. Hanging out. Balance is $10,683. Spend it wisely. Yep, see you around. Oh god, didn't mean to do that. Just like your mom, you never want to stop. Please don't push yourself so hard. Yeah, so it's interesting that Mother 3 is so different from EarthBound and Mother 1. Your Mother 2 was like really trying to be as nostalgic as possible. There's still some really big nostalgic parts of Mother 3 without spoiling anything in the game, but the setting is very different. It's not the whole, like, this is the Japanese take on what America must be like that you see in the games. Wasteland, like, somehow related to the Fallout series, like, before Bethesda took over. Started as, like, Wasteland and then became Fallout. Mother 3 is a really good game. Has issues, but I think it ends a little sooner than I would have liked. I think the circular doors we can go into, maybe? Wasteland 1 is what Fallout is based on. Gotcha. Yeah, Mother 3 is hella dark. Much darker than EarthBound. Although, like, 95% of EarthBound is pretty light, and then the last 5% is super dark. I gotta play East at some point. Yeah. EarthBound and Mother 3 were the first two things that I did on stream. I think I like EarthBound a little bit better. Get a little bit of tone whiplash. Shoot. When this thing, yeah, you get asthma attacks and then you have to go find. I guess back to that doctor, maybe you can recover it. I've heard a lot of the East music from the Rainwave, like, OC Remix radio. Fugitive and a rope. He drops a rope. Mother 3 has good pacing except for the very end. The ending, it's like, you feel like it's like hitting its high point and it should keep going for another 5 hours or so. Mm-hmm. You hear that, Chaos? I'm still asthmatic. Okay, it doesn't actually charge me if I don't need it. That's good to know. Hey Prince, yes I will. If it ever comes out, I know that it's been in development hell forever now, right? I'm a little disappointed that they called it Mother 4. I feel like they're inviting trouble with Nintendo. I think they could have called it whatever they wanted. You know, synonym for Earth and a synonym for Bound, like a lot of other companies are doing with their Ukulele and Bloodstain and Mighty No. 9 and that kind of a thing. But it looks really good and I'm excited to play it, so I'll also likely be doing a blind playthrough of Undertale sooner rather than later, maybe in the month of November. Yeah, I'll play Golden Sun. It's a good game, we're gonna play it on stream. Yeah, right? Can't tell you the number of times that I've done the Sword of Kings grind in EarthBound. Get who's one weapon. The enemy that has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping it? Either 1 in 128 or 1 in 256. It's rough either way. Flasher. That depends on how good it is. So, like, I think I did Super Mario crossover on PC Free Play Day. I do like the Breath of Fire games. I've played 1, 2, and 3. Don't think I ever beat 1. I'm pretty close to beating 2, and I definitely beat 3. Yeah, it was the Super Starman and the Starman Deluxe's dungeon, so you had to grind for it before you left that dungeon, because once you beat it, it didn't spawn anymore. Oh, really, Spiky? That's interesting. I think Nintendo can kill these trucks on his own. EarthBound. Let's do auto here. The Jeff-looking dude is named Lloyd. Go back to Spokane if it lets us here. Oh, that's cool. You know that Final Fantasy VII's RNG is step counter driven, I think is the seed, and EarthBound is based on the number of times a menu appears, so if you watch an EarthBound speedrunner, they'll like be pulling up this menu all the time outside of combat to get the RNG to do exactly what they need it to do. This one. Might be the same in this game, I'm not sure. RNG manipulation is really interesting to me, though. Hey, what's up, kid? Can't understand a word the old man says. Can I telepathy him? Right, that. Can't talk very well with my denture. Without my dentures. Okay. Is that the extent of this area? There's a guy with dentures. Ah, 6 is so good, Cosmic. 5's a really good game too. You'd like both of them. 5 is job system. And mechanically, it's very interesting. It's a cool story. 6 is my favorite game in the Final Fantasy series. Never played it, you put yourself in. Good choices. Nice. I think they have them both on Android and iOS too now, so if you don't happen to own them on another system. When I did Final Fantasy VI on stream, I did the GBA version. With some tweaks to make it closer to the Super Nintendo version. I guess there's some issues with it. Yeah, job system is my jam. I think that's my favorite form of character progression. I'd like to see more of it. But I like the part of why I like Bravely Default so much. They will, for sure. I'll try to see if we can find a Sherpa for, or set of Sherpas for Monster Hunter multiplayer games. It's looking like my schedule downgrade is gonna happen in February of next year. Misplaced triangle. Someone lost his dentures right under the sign. Did I just get the dentures? Oh, I did. Perfect. Let's bring the dentures. So whatever's on Patreon is my minimum number of hours streamed. That's what I'll be able to stream starting next February. I'm gonna be getting a part-time job out at Los Alamos or wherever Andrea ends up accepting a job offer. I think that'll be like a guaranteed 2-hour per day stream starting February. Try to do more if I can. We'll see. Job system is the only reason you finished 10-2. Yeah, 10-2 is, I love the combat system in that game. As stupid as the story is, and as much as I wish that it wasn't called 10-2 and it was just like Final Fantasy J-pop adventure. I love that they had the job system and that you could change jobs in the middle of combat. It's great. Yeah, we all have our sins and our backlogs, right, Cosmic? I know that feel. That's what the stream is all about. Clearing the backlog. Share your secret to long life. Gargle often, gargle proud, gargle strong. And if you catch a cold, gargling will help. Here is a mouthwash I concocted myself. Why did that sound for so... Holy crap. He just fills your inventory with mouthwashes? You gargle with it, you'll lose your cold. Okay. He sells it for $10. Store sell for 175. You can make a lot of money by selling mouthwashes. Okay, sure. Alright, well, let's go back to Spokane. Halloween's either going to be Soma or Amnesia. Probably Soma. Yeah, we'll see where we are. February's a ways off. It's 4 months. 3 months. It's the end of October. And then I'll try to do more than that if possible. That's what I can guarantee you for sure. I'll probably push it more visibly in my UI, just in that dead space at the top of the screen, when it's actually something where I can offer something new, like this tier, I'll do 3 hours a day. Right now, you're getting 6 hours no matter what. I'm still working off my old severance money. I think you have to worry more about me than Andrea. Andrea doesn't do jump scares very well. In movies, at least. She's not very good at anticipating them. I don't know, she's never played a horror game before, so we'll see. How about it, Andrea? I'll ask her to hold me. Oops. We want to go back down to Reindeer. It's just walking back to where we just got those dentures, right? And what game is that, Mega Man? I wonder if people speedrun this game. Must be a tricky one to run. I can always, like, if I get too lost, I can go back to Magic Cant, which isn't a bad idea, just to restock on stuff. Sell some of these excess mouthwashes. We don't need to have, like, 20 of them. That's what I mean about the random encounter rate, right? There's no specified minimum on the number of steps you can take, so I'll kill these guys and, like, take 2 steps and immediately get into another fight. Anna's starting to catch up. ROTT95? What is that, Cosmic? I recognize the acronym. Yeah, let's just make our lives easy. Let's pop this bouquet. We're gonna go Onyx Hook. Teleport back here. Rise of the Triad. What kind of game is that? I've never heard of it. What's your elevator pitch for it? It's cool FPS, right on. Not a lot of people playing it on Twitch, I take it. Alright, can I sell stuff to you, dude? Yeah. Oh, he only buys stuff. Fine. Okay. One of these houses. Equivalent of an inn. Can I stay here? All those sound effects come back across the mother games. Yeah, dubstep. This game is pretty old. And it shows. NES games age a little bit better than Atari and N64, I would say, but not much. Holy good god, Chaos. I wonder what they do. There must be some kind of crazy sequence of glitches that they do. Or RNG manipulation or something. 36 minutes. I think I'm on like hour 12 of this game. Maybe 60% of the way through. Like, how many melodies do I have? 3 out of 8. Yes, the NES Mega Man games have aged fairly well, I agree. NES Castlevania has aged well. I'd agree on that subject, Cosmic, about the tile set. I guess when I talk about games aging, it's usually commenting on mechanics. 64 is really not that bad in that case, then. I did do Mother 3 on stream if you wanted to check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. youtube.com/Marstead. Yeah, music in Mega Man has always been great and will always be great. Games themselves have aged very well. Mm-hmm. Those are the good old days, right? The golden age of third-party development. Konami and Capcom, friends forever. I would like to see them formally release Mother 3 in America, in the West at least, so much as I like Tomato's fan translation, if you haven't yet, you should buy EarthBound Beginnings on the Virtual Console, and you should buy EarthBound on the Virtual Console. Oh, Eye of the Beholder, okay. It's in the Eye of the Beholder. I thought you were talking about the game Eye of the Beholder, which is a Super Nintendo Dungeons & Dragons game. It's pretty cool. Hasn't aged very well, though. Mega Man 8 is pretty bad as well. I think Mario's aged pretty well, so has Zelda 1. Depends on what they're trying to go for. There are certainly more bad, like, LJN shovelware NES games than there are bad shovelware Super Nintendo games. Groucho's the one that we don't fight, right? He like says hello or something, gives us XP. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Wii U. That'd be cool, Cosmic. Talking about Mario 2 USA. I think it holds up. Got good mechanics. Yeah, go for it, Mega Man. What is Anna learning? She's getting psychic power. Yes, I also prefer the All-Star version of Mario 1, Mario 2 USA, Lost Levels, and Mario 3. Although Mario 3 less so. She's got hella spells. She's got Beam and Thunder. Cool. We can try fighting the dragon. We're close to full health. I don't think we have any ropes, though. I'll come back when I get a rope. We're gonna be passing the dragon so many times in the game, there's no reason to fight it sooner. Mm-hmm. The Cloud, the P-Wing as well. Oh, there's different momentum rules in the NES Smash Mario Brothers? I did not know that. Today I learned. Dad's eyes, mom's eyes, and watcher. Let's have each person attack someone different so they're not attacking a corpse. Remember the first like 4 hours of this playthrough, I didn't realize that you could speed. Oh no, I picked the slowest text speed, thinking that it was the fastest text speed. I'm like, Jesus, this game text scrolls really slowly. Somebody popped in the chat, was like, why is the text scrolling so slow? And I was like, oh. You lose momentum if you hit a block. Okay, sure. That would explain why my ability to speedrun Mario 1 didn't really carry over to the All-Stars version. D-Rock. Most Mega Man games are really good, though. Much as I love the Metroid series, I don't think Metroid for the NES has aged well. You should just play Zero Mission, which is like fundamentally better in every way. It is a flat upgrade over Metroid 1. Super Metroid has. Pretty cool. We went to PAX this year. We saw that band Bit Brigade, the one that does their frontman doesn't play an instrument. His instrument is speedrunning a game. So he speedruns some game live on stream, and then the band plays the music in the background. And he did Zelda last year at PAX 2014, and this year they did Metroid. You can check it out if you Google PAX Bit Brigade. Mega Man X is a solid game. I played Mega Man X2 for the first time on stream. I think I agree, it's still good, but I think I like the first one better. It's just a nostalgia thing. Yeah, I'd like to do the Battle Network games. I think I played one of the Battle Network games a long time ago, and I enjoyed it. It's almost like an RPG, or it's kind of like a Metroidvania RPG Mega Man game. Where like the Robot Master upgrades you get let you get through doors you didn't have access to before. I never played ZX. Go, go, go! Not really Metroidvania. I thought you got, like, you know, you killed Fireman, and Fireman gave you, like, a fire ability that lets you go through a door that required fire. But which one am I thinking about then? Is it not Battle Network? Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe that's a dream I had. It's the one where, like, Mega Man's like on the internet. He's not really a robot, he's like a Navi or something. He's like a personal computing assistant. Is that Battle Network? That's Mega Man at EXE, isn't it? Ah, I see. It's making... Gotcha. It's a cool concept. Hey, thanks for the host, Joe, man. Appreciate that. Two or three, not the first one. Okay. Good to know. Mega Man Legends is a sweet game. I was really close to starting that on stream, and I had some emulator issues with it, so I might give that one another try in the future. Okay, Spokane. Oh, I should have switched to his targeting. What? Thanks, D-Rock. Appreciate that. There's a 64 version of Mega Man Legends? Is it just an alternate version of the PS1 title? Hey, I don't know who. Thank you for the follow. So much good Mega Man. Well, what'll probably happen is Mega Man will, what will probably happen is, we will use that Zelda block that we have right now. After we beat Zelda, it's gonna sub out for Metal Gear Solid. We'll play through all the Metal Gear Solid games. And after Metal Gear Solid, it'll probably be either Castlevania or Mega Man. I'd really like to do Mega Man, that'd be a lot of fun. Hey, Joe Man. Hey, hotel. Some heals. Music here's creepy though. Just $18. Dude looks like a robot. No, he is a robot. He's a Starman. The guy you can see on the box behind me. He's a regular one, though. Probably let, oh, okay, we kicked his butt. Came out 2 years later. Interesting. Did they release it for Windows? No shit. What's Death Battle? What's up, dude? I want to talk to you. Don't like the little Rosemary girl. Such a charming boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm full of mouthwash. Couldn't find someone to buy it. Some weird old man just filled my inventory with Listerine after I gave him his dentures back. Welcome to the Mother series. So that sentence is sensical. All their houses are haunted. Okay. Yeah, right. Returned a weird old man's dentures. And he gave me a shitload of Listerine, and now I don't have room to take the key to your house. Random stranger. Private property. Sign the Rosemaries. It's one thing I don't respect when I'm playing an RPG. It's private property. Let me into your house. Let me break all your pots and take all your shit. Look around. Talk at a time. We can just have them all fight something different, right? Yeah, I heard that. I imagine D-Rock. If I can find a shop, I don't know if there's any in town. Okay. Probably gonna have to throw out some of them since I couldn't get to a shop in time to sell it. Magic Ant, they don't buy stuff from you. Goods. Ghost key. Oh, great. That removes any thought that this place is haunted. Hey, it's a happy ghost. Look how happy he is. A, B, C. So Ninten can take one out on his own. Anna can maybe take one out if she gets a smash attack. Not sure if that's always going to be effective though. And Jeff can take one out on his own. Good to know, good to know. It is not the overworld song in EarthBound, but it's in EarthBound. A version of it plays when you, it's called Pollyanna. Just an ordinary mouse room at the piano. It makes a couple appearances in EarthBound. There's a different song in each map in EarthBound. Yeah, it would be nice. I feel like they should just put as much stuff as they possibly can on the Virtual Console. Easier said than done, though, I know. Should be fine with these two. It's a really big house. So I have this memory of renting a Saga game and it being really weird. Saga Frontier, maybe it was? I had no idea what I was in for. It was like you played as... You could like pick between like 6 different characters or something, and they each had completely different stories. Sort of like Seiken Densetsu 3. Ooh, these guys have really big defense. Be a little more careful. I don't know if Jeff can actually do any damage to them. Let's try freeze. The second one. Good God. Freeze isn't very good. Suddenly we have enemies that are a huge problem. Go for PK Beam. Hope for the best. Whatever happened to the Franklin badge? Damn it, Jeff! It's a bad Jeff. At least they suffer from the same problems that I do. Okay, PK Beam is better. My buddies are gonna die in here. Don't remember if I have a way to pick up my allies if they die. Nice dodge, 10. F2 has a very strange leveling, I agree. Although Jeff being dead means more XP is being distributed to Anna, so it's not all a loss. Alright. Is life up, healing gamma good enough to res? Not. D-Rock, do you know, is there a PSI ability that can res a dead person in this game? I just need to deal with Jeff being dead. Say too bad. So sad. Life up on Anna. Going. There is. Do you know which one it is? Yeah, the ghosts. Dragon Quest VIII has the little coffin that follows you around. My wife was cracking up on that. Super healing. I rented Saga Frontier once and played it for like a couple days. Never beat it though. This Saga game is like a much bigger deal in Japan. Ah, dead end. I'm trying to keep track of this because the rooms are all look pretty similar. Alarm Ghost. Okay. Oh, he summons buddies. Great. Okay, so she's got to use psychic powers on these dudes. Probably PK Beam. No effect on it, that's right. That's pretty good. PK Beam must be almost like holy damage then. They did DS remakes? Wow. This stuff I don't know about Saga games. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use PK Beam Beta. I'm just gonna deal with the dead Jeff. Sad, but you must be holy damage. It makes me actually wince. These armors aren't screwing around. They hit really hard. Okay. Ness, you're on healing duty, buddy. Not using your PP for anything else. Yeah, laugh it up. Don't get it till way later, yeah. I seem to remember that about this game, is it's fortunate in that you always, unlike a lot of similar NES RPGs, you have that way to just pop right back to Magic Hand if you get into a bind and save your game, so you're never really hosed, since you can always teleport back, but if you choose to teleport, man, you got a long walk to keep going from there. OG Saga Frontiers on DS, that's cool. I like the idea of playing as a whole bunch of different characters. Were there some games that were released as like a Final Fantasy spin-off that were actually Saga games, or is that Mana? There's like Final Fantasy Legend was supposed to be sort of Mana, right? Oh shit, I made that. Ow. Anna, I forbid you to die. Stop hitting her, dude. That's rude. Hopefully he hits Ness, or just kills him. Phew. Gross. Alright. Life up. Alpha. Anna. She's back to full. She has 72 hit points total. So another life up would be excessive. I'm gonna do one more. Yeah, Nintendo. Whatever. They're the same person. Nintendo's his grandpa, maybe? Who knows? This game takes place in the 80s. EarthBound's in the 90s. Not a true EarthBound fan over here, I'm calling Nintendo NES. You're his grandpa, maybe, who knows. Turn back? Nah, dude. Hey, there's a piano. Hi, Ben. You see my cat in the corner here? What? I fed you. What do you want? You trying to get up here? Oh, hi, Ben. Yes, can I help you? Life Up Cream. Can't carry anything else, alright. I will dump some mouthwash. I have so much Listerine. Ben, I appreciate that you're showing me your butt, but I'm good. He's trying to, like, put his face on my Wii U gamepad. Hi! Hey, it's another melody. Look at that. It's ready to come here, right? Good. So that's 4 out of 8. I don't know if there's actually anything else to do here. Feels like there should be, though, right? I think that's actually all we had to do here, was get the melody from the piano. Yeah. I need to play Seiken Densetsu 3. Sword of Mana, the Game Boy Advance remake, was really good. Holy shit, that was a really good game. That one will be fun to do on stream. Seiken Densetsu 3 will be fun to do. I want to wait until I have 3 people to do the full multiplayer on those. That's it, D-Rock? Okay, cool. I'll get out of here then, since Jeff is dead. Sorry, lady whose house this is. I'm not going to clear your ghost infestation. I got better shit to do with my life. Namely, not clear your ghost infestation. Alright. Dr. Dude, res my buddy. Dr. Wizard. Huzzah! Your ghost infestation. This music playing here? There's a cool Pollyanna song that came out. Let's see if I can find it here. I think it's official from Nintendo. Mother Pollyanna. Yeah. This is like an official Nintendo thing. This isn't like some fan writing lyrics to the song. The world map music. It's a good song. I think you like it. Yeah, FF1 is brutal in NES. When I play that on stream, I'm probably going to do the Dawn of Souls version, which is quite a bit more reasonable. Get it? The enemy's name is Teddy Bear backwards. Rabiadet. We could maybe go try to fight the dragon. No, I'll wait till I get another party member. There's no reason to fight it right now. Got other things we can do. Try to stop at the shop in the main town and sell these mouthwashes. Too watered down. I could hear that. Never beaten it on NES. Only ever beaten it on Dawn of Souls. I didn't play Final Fantasy as a kid until the Super Nintendo. I didn't know that I liked RPGs until I rented EarthBound and realized. And so a destiny was formed. Is that different from Dawn of Souls? They're the same game. No, they've done re-releases of Final Fantasy 1 several times. Oh yeah? Nice. After I played EarthBound, I got into Final Fantasy 4 and then 6, and then went back and did 1. And then 5. Played a fan translation of 5 after I heard about the release of 7. Ah, I see. I have this great memory of, as a kid, going to my friend's house, who, I met him because he was reading the EarthBound strategy guide at school. But he was like, yeah, I'm playing this game, I'm having a lot of trouble with Starman Deluxe, I can't beat him, and I went over there and I found out that the reason he was having trouble beating Starman Deluxe is he never equipped any items. I'm like, dude, that's impressive that you made it like 80% of the game without ever equipping a weapon. Still had the cracked bat equipped. Mm-hmm. That makes sense, Cosmic. Damn. Bigot. It just needs to be a little bit less punishing. The core story there is good. I'd like to see someone do the Metroid Zero mission treatment to like Final Fantasy. Give it to mechanic. I feel like Final Fantasy 3 for the DS kind of does that. Still a little grindy though. Yeah, right, Mega Man? That's like practically the end of the game. I think you just like got level up after level up after level up. Zero Mission is, in my opinion, the best remake ever. That is how you should do a remake. It is strictly better than the original in every way, while still remaining true to the original. Haven't played the Steam FF4 release. That's the same as the DS version, though, right? PSP version. $87 for Listerine. Holy shit. Rolling in it. And this weird old dude, it took his dentures. Yeah, right? It's great. They added so much cool stuff to it. Mm-hmm. So did we determined that I had it backwards, right? The US got Final Fantasy IV hard type and Final Fantasy IV easy, or no, US got Final Fantasy IV easy mode, which like nerfed the game. It made it a little bit easier, but it also removed a whole bunch of abilities. Like Cecil didn't have his dark ability anymore. Tella didn't have recall, that kind of thing. That's right. Okay. I'm torn. I'm probably going to play Final Fantasy IV after we beat Final Fantasy X, but I don't know what version to play. Like, I have strong personal ties to the Super Nintendo graphics style. I don't actually care for the remake 3D style all that much by comparison. So it's definitely a game I'm going to play twice on stream. I don't do that often unless if the versions are wildly different or if there's major differing branching points based on decisions you make, like with Mass Effect. Okay. This voice acting makes it easier on me. I suppose that's true. You go right into After Years. Mm-hmm. Should be a blind playthrough for me. I've never played it. Azuna. Asuna, man. What the hell? Is that where, like, they're trying to, what, remove petrification from the kids? FF4 spoilers, some kids get turned to stone. Alright, let's go back to Spokane. What's the intermission? Is that a game? Alright, Kami. Yeah, so this song plays in the want stage, or I guess a lot of people I hear pronounce it Onet. I thought it was want because it's like want, twosome, threed, four-side. But anyway, yeah, if you play Smash Brothers, this song will occasionally play as an alternate in Ness's stage. That's why you know it. But it's from Mother 1, primarily. I do have Final Fantasy 3 DS. Yeah, got all this money from my illegal Listerine racket. Oh geez, Spiky. That's brutal. Is there a way for you to like leave and save, or is that like 5 bosses you have to fight in sequence without having a chance to save? Alright, can you take me to Union Station? Now let's go to Union. You can't leave the final area? Wow. Oh, really, Kami? I thought they made some, like, improvements to the encounter rate and, like, balance of spells and stuff. Right on. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'd take harder enemies over more enemies in an encounter. I'd also take harder enemies over more encounters. High encounter rates can be really stressful, right? Right, I remember them adding like a personality to all the characters because they didn't have one in the original release. It kind of reminded me of the characters in Bravely Default, the way they handled them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess if your AoE is pretty good. Have they ever done a release of 3 that tweaks the difficulty a teensy bit? In the DS version? Go into the next area. So many battles. Oh, this is a new enemy, I think. I think Nintendo could probably take one on his own. Yeah. Hey. This music is very similar to the desert music in EarthBound. I found a spider. I found a spider. Ugh, poison. Hopefully we can remove that easily. Jeff's already poisoned, so he can't get double poisoned. Walked right into that one, didn't I, Kami? Alright. Healing Alpha? That's so weird, like, you don't actually have to deal with poison as a status effect until pretty late in this game. But Healing Alpha removes it. But Healing Alpha doesn't remove, like, colds, which is a pretty common issue you get much earlier in the game. Alright, well let's let Anna do some magics. Try freeze. Ooh. Not cool. Insta-dead. Then go back to Maryville to try to res her. Dudes are nasty, man. I think I like that as a system. Like, poison should have a consequence for being applied in sequence, I think. Shouldn't just get a free pass there. I think we need to get some more levels for Anna. Yeah, so we're gonna take the Onyx hook and go back rather than walk all the way back with just an intent. Jeez, man, and that's with everybody having full equipment. Welcome to EarthBound Beginnings, motherfucker, is what they're saying to us here. Alright, let's see what someone else is streaming. EarthBound Beginnings, or EarthBound, or Mother 3. Toss them a little host here as we wrap up. We gotta go to the doctor first. So let's take care of, like, healing first. Don't have to worry about it next time. Hey, hey. There we go. Yeah, right, Cosmic. I feel like status effects should matter. I think that not only should they matter, but if possible, you should let the players use them effectively. It's frustrating when you can't actually use them effectively yourself, you know? Yeah, nobody really big on EarthBound. See one person. Alright. Hey Greenstone, how you doing? Let's stop in the inn over here. One of these is the inn, right? Yeah, there's some games where poison does like a factor of the enemy's like total health. I think like Final Fantasy IX does it that way, so if it's a war of attrition, it can add up really fast. That's cool. I'd like to see more of that. Divinity 2? I've never played the Divinity games. It's challenging to balance, right? I don't think I have any. If the box behind your head gives you any indication, I'm a big fan. EarthBound is my favorite game of all time. It was my introduction to RPGs as a series. And I come back and play it fairly regularly. It was the first game I played on stream. If you wanted to check it out, I have a playthrough of EarthBound from Twitch on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Marstead. One of the few folks who, when I was playing Smash 64 when I was a kid, and the last character you unlock is Ness, I freaked out because, like, oh my god, I know who this is. This is awesome. Alright, let me reset to the opening screen for my off here. Greenstone, you've tuned in right as we're wrapping up today. Is there a fast way to reset? Press one button. Let's reset. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Reminder, I'm Marstead. My goal is to play through and beat every awesome single-player game ever made, knowing that there's too many of them to beat them all in one lifetime, but we're trying anyway. Games on the schedule include Final Fantasy, Zelda, Metroid Prime. Those kinds of games are your bag. We'd like to see you back. Check below the stream to see the schedule. If you're just here for EarthBound Beginnings, it will return. Like I said, check the schedule. Probably be any day during the week, usually in the last block of the day. Thanks for the follow, Greenstone. And yeah, go ahead and share your theory. Go for it. I used to follow Earthbound.net, it was called back in the day. Now it's called Starmen.net. Been part of that community for a long time. Other games coming up for the rest of this week, to give you a heads up. Tomorrow we're going to have a sub-block that will have at least Ape Escape and 2 other games that I'm probably just going to pick at random. I think we're at a pretty fair point with all of our subscribers right now that everyone's gotten a fair shake. So I want to give everybody a chance to have a game show up. Hey Cosmic Orin, thanks for the follow. Good hanging out with you today. So keep an eye on the schedule. I'll update it tomorrow before stream. Tomorrow we're also playing Final Fantasy X and Legend of Legaia. Wednesday is going to be Super Mario Maker and Smash 3DS with some Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes at the end of the night. Thursday we'll be continuing our focus on the Legend of Zelda series. We've now beaten Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, Ocarina of Time 3DS, Majora's Mask 3DS, and Twilight Princess. All of those playthroughs are available on YouTube if you wanted to check them out. We'll be continuing our playthrough of Wind Waker. We just finished the cool part where you go back in time to the black and white Temple of Time and get the Master Sword. It was really rad. Check that out. And then Friday's likely going to be Ogre Battle, Mass Effect 3, Valkyria Chronicles, and some more EarthBound Beginnings. We have some more time for it this week. I'm going to throw a host to someone else who's hosting an EarthBound game. It looks like, let me confirm that she's still on. The streamer named Angelica Rabbit. If you guys want to give her a bit of a boost, throw her some follows, say hello. Link her channel here. And good having you hanging out. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good night.